Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a very juicy battle that we've got for you today. It's a modded battle between the elves and the Amazonian female army. The Amazonian female army here is about 600,000 strong. That's right, there's a heck of a lot of angry women here today, and they're going to be taking on our ELVEN formation over here. The elves, stalwart and resolute, with hundreds of years of experience behind them. The Amazonian women, fierce combatants who will win the day. So heading over to our tactical map here, we can see that the elves have made a gigantic spear wall here for the Amazonians to smash into. The spear wall is about 30,000 strong, so hopefully it'll be able to take the brunt of these Amazons here, who are going to be charging down these two valley pathways. Behind the shield wall then, we've got about 20,000 archers, ladies and gentlemen, and elven archers are extremely fast firing. Also supporting both sections of the line here, we've got about 40 catapults. Will it be enough to hold back the gigantic 600,000 strong horde? As always, ladies and gentlemen, there's only one way to find out. Here we are then, kicking off our battle, and the first thing that I'll notice straight away is that these Amazonian ladies here seem to have very male-centric voices. Oh, it's a little bit weird, but I'm sure we can live with it. Here we go then, the Amazonians. I like to think that these are modelled off Xena Warrior Princess. I'll probably put a pop-up of that for anyone who has no idea what it is. But yeah, these just totally remind me of Xena here. A big throwback to the, what, 2000s, was it? 90s, 2000s? I don't know, I can't even remember, but here we go, the first initial charge, boulders flying in to the poor old Amazonians here. The shield wall ready to take the first initial charge. These elven arrows, look at them, flying through the air, each one of them a Legolas in the making, I swear to God. But elves, I think in like elven lore, I'm not too up on elven lore, but like they can live 100 odd years, maybe 200 years, God knows, probably even longer than that. So these chaps have had plenty of time to hone their skills over the time. However, Amazonians here living in the rainforest, they've had to hone their skills also, and it's for survival and killing. And at the moment, they're taking one hell of a beating, it must be said. 12,000 of them already dead here as they try to push down this narrow little pathway. The elven shield wall, ladies and gentlemen, holding strong. Them spears are poking out. Let's go have a look over here. Look how fast these chaps fire here. It's absolutely ridiculous. I swear they're like twice as fast as normal bowmen. But they are putting down the herds on this front line. Some of the poor Amazonian women here are joining the space program, being flung high up into the air. Oh, poor old them. Let's go have a look at our other line though. How's this one developing over here? So you can see that there's not as strong of a push over this side at the moment. They did have a slightly weaker force on this side. Will they be paying for that though? I don't know, because the other valley is a lot wider, so they had to put more troops over that side. However, we cannot underestimate the current flow of troops that is coming in here. They are being absolutely pelted by rock and by bow. Let's just put it in slow-mo a second. Oh my God, look at this. There is so much blood just being splattered everywhere. Oh, there's so many arrows as well. Look at all the arrows. There's literally hundreds of arrows flying through the air at any one point. Maybe even thousands. Look at them. Oh, these poor Amazonians on this side are getting hammered. Let's go have a look over this side. Look at them. Oh, there's so many. Oh, that is absolutely fantastic. And yet again, on this side... Oh, the camera there going a bit weird. On this side, look at them. The front line getting absolutely riddled. Some of them here joining the space program. Her face has disappeared. She got hit in midair yet again. That is a grim way to go, I'm afraid. Let's watch you hit the floor. You're about to land right into the middle of an elven shield wall. There we go, little roly-poly. And away she goes. It's all over for her. What a way to go. But so far, the elven shield wall holding out against this monumental push here. 60,000 losses for the Amazonians so far. Only 2,000 for the defenders. There we can see, look at this. They are starting to push round, trying to find a chink in this armor. There's only a few troops on this flank, and they're nowhere near as supported by the archers. There is two groups of archers here, as you can see. But yeah, there's nowhere near any support over here. So these chaps are entirely relying on their combat skills alone. Will it be enough? I don't know. That's going to be dicey over here for them. These Amazonian fighters cannot be underestimated. The only reason they're having such a struggle over here at the moment is because of the catapults and the archers. And the archers really are putting in the work. As we can see, this entire front line is slowly getting disintegrated. But they are pushing forward. Over a mound of bodies, they are managing to actually do it. Amazing. Let's go have a look over here. How's this combat line doing? So they've actually managed to get a few troops to bunch up now. I don't know whether that's good or bad news for them. It does mean, though, that they are making ground. Before, it was just a trickle of troops. Now, there's actually a deluge coming in here now. Plenty of troops. And it looks like, ladies and gentlemen, if I'm not wrong, we have got a little bit of a blood lake forming here. And we've got a massive old blood lake over here. Look at this thing. Oh, my God. That is absolutely insane. It's not deep yet. It's definitely not deep yet, but it's on its way. Oh my God, that is a lot of blood that we've made here today, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully we can make even more, because look at this, it's all pouring out of the sides bit by bit. That is a lot of arrows, though. I may have overdone it slightly on the arrows. Who cares, though? It's amazing to watch. The entire top half of my screen filled with arrows. The entire army being turned into a porcupine here. Let's get back over to this side. How are we doing on this extreme flank over here? So, yeah, look, they are holding, but by no means are they making the same kind of body pile that they're making in the middle over here. So, I really do think that they're just ending up buying time over here. That's probably the best way to describe it. There is a little bit of archer support over this side. A tiny, tiny amount, but nowhere near the level that is coming out over into the middle over here. My God, these poor old Amazonian women here are just being ripped asunder. Look at this blood pool we've got behind them. Oh my God. Let's take a dip. Look at that. That is absolutely insane. They have to walk through that. Imagine that, how destroying to morale that'd be, knowing that that is the blood of your fellow sisters there, that you're walking through to get towards that front line, and then a boulder comes flying over and smashes you in the face. It's a pretty grim thing. The morale cannot be high. Thank God there is no morale system in this, because so far 190,000 Amazonian women here have died today. 8,000 of the defenders have died, though. They are making their way through it little by little. How are we doing over here? Nowhere near the same level of blood lake going on. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. We have got a lovely little blood lake here. Little Timmy is going to be very happy today, and it kind of looks like we've made a blood lake here. My God, how much blood have we made today, ladies and gentlemen? Look at this. I think this is the work of the ELVEN archers, definitely. The entire floor here around them is now covered in blood. I don't know if it's any risk to drowning. That might be a little ways off, yeah. The front line is still holding out remarkably over here, though. Look at this. The body pile is getting insane over here. It's making it really easy for these archers, actually, to get the kills that they need. They're just racking up hundreds and hundreds of kills. We're at 240,000 losses here now. For the Amazonians, they've still got 350,000 remaining there, though. They're at 10,000 kills now, so they are improving that kill rate bit by bit. Though, are they actually making any headway when it comes to pushing? I don't think so on this side. This side seems to be pretty much under control, thanks largely to the archer support, like I said, and it's a much narrower attack field that they've got to come down. So, they've really got to put in a lot of extra work here to sort of widen the gap and be able to get a little bit of breathing space. So far, they have not managed to achieve that. However, on this side, I do think they've actually managed to achieve that. Look at, because on this flank over here, look at this now. It is completely exposed. There's zero archer support. They're actually starting to wrap around and cut off this entire left-hand flank here. The elves need to do something about this. They need to hold out, get some more archer fire focused on that area. Front line over here, yet again, as always, holding out nicely. We can see the bodies have been tossed everywhere when it comes to the catapults. Oh my God, look at them all. You can just see them rolling in. Oh, that is absolutely fantastic. Meanwhile, a billion arrows fly over our head. How was our blood lake doing? Has this got any depth to it? No, there's no depth realistically here, yeah? Oh well, I'm sure over time, as the Amazonians are still pouring in here. There's over half of the army has been killed, though, at this point, it must be said. That's pretty insane. They've made a damn good dent, though, on these elves here, but look at this. This spot here, in particular, is just a complete killing field. It's a high point where they all seem to be bunching up, and the arrows are just raining in and raking up them kills. Hundreds and hundreds are dying to arrows here on this part. It's absolutely deadly. The arrows have been like the total life support of this entire army. Without the arrows, this fight would have been over a long time ago, I think. Speaking of, we're getting a break here. Look at this. They're actually managing to push in a little bit closer. It looks like the arrows haven't been focusing on this area anywhere near as much as the center. However, though, as they get closer towards the archers, they will really start focusing, the archers will, on these poor old Amazonians here. Our entire flank on the left, though, is collapsing little by little. The Amazonian ladies here pushing through. It does look like on this side over here, the flank is completely 100% secure. In fact, it kind of even looks like the Amazonians might be running out of troops a little bit. No such luck on this side yet. How's our blood pool doing behind here? Is it creating pathing issues yet? No, not quite. I mean, it's getting a little bit glitchy over here, but it's not quite broken yet. Oh, there's so much blood here and so many arrows. It's absolutely insane. Oh my god, we've got a breakthrough. A breakthrough in the line. This will expose the archers really badly, actually. You can see that the archers have now woken up to the problem that they've got in front of them. And another problem right here. There's a break in the line. There's only a few elves left holding this one position. Oh no, come on chaps, you've got to hold out. Get them arrows flying in here. No, I can see Amazonian ladies now pouring through this breach. Every now and then, one of them's popping through. And look, we've actually got a proper flank now. They've managed to find an exploit in the far left-hand side here. And they're pouring through onto the poor old archer line. Probably who actually deserve it, let's be frank. They've caused a lot of deaths here. So this is just a little bit of payback. Let's say we actually get to see how well the archers perform here now. Let's see, do they die quite quickly? I mean, they actually seem to be holding out pretty damn good, I've got to say. It looks like they're in heavier armor, though. Maybe that's why. But yeah, they're actually holding out here. Kind of remarkable. This entire flank has fallen. I don't know if there's going to be enough Amazonian troops here to push through. I don't know why. I don't think I should just call them ladies, because it just seems like it's undermining them a little bit. Like, they can be whatever they want to be, surely, in this day and age and on YouTube. So the Amazonians here are just cutting a path through, actually, the archers. They're taking extreme losses, though. Maybe the archers will actually be able to clear this up. Yeah, possibly. I mean, the entire front line now looks like it's about to collapse. In fact, the entire front line has collapsed. There's only a few archers left alive now, and they are pushing right into the archer line here. The spearmen have completely fallen over here. But is it enough? There's only 130,000 Amazonians left here, and they are taking one hell of a beating. There's still a heck of a lot of archers. I think over this side, it's just a trickle of troops coming in now. I don't know if there's going to be enough over here to do any real damage. They're at 476,000 kills to the defenders. Look at this. They managed to clear up the Amazonians all by themselves, the archers. Oh my, that is pretty insane. Now the second archer line is free to fire. However, we will get a second surge pretty soon as these spearmen over here are killed. All these are going to start charging over. I'm pretty sure they'll make it to the second spear line. So let's just take a second, wait here, and wait for these spearmen to perish. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the surge. This is what I was on about. And they've gone straight for that second line of archers. They knew what their target was. They were like, you guys at the back, you need to pay for what you've done. And oh my, look at all them Amazonians now absolutely charging in. The blood is getting quite deep over here. Let's can we actually take a dip yet? We can't just yet, but for the surface area it covers, that is pretty dang deep. I mean, look at all this. That is one massive blood lake that we've made over here. And I will go and say that the Amazonian attack on this side has pretty much failed now. The archers are being able to keep them at bay. There's only a little trickle of them coming in. These arrows have devastated the poor Amazonian army here. The Amazonian army, though, has managed to finally kill that first front line of archers, and they're now pouring into the second line, finally taking down them catapults. Is it worth it, though? I mean, look at this. The devastation back here. Look! Oh my god! We've got a blood lake still over here that we can actually take a dip in. That is kind of crazy. There is still more pouring down here from the hill. right into this archer line. These elven archers, ladies and gentlemen, absolutely deadly. I did not think that they would be this good all by themselves, but my gosh, they have proved their mettle here. Absolutely destroyed them, is the way I'd put it. In fact, look at that, there's nothing over this side now, so much so that the catapults and most of the archers are now firing at this one group. Oh god, I think it's pretty much all over here. There's only 21,000 of them left. So this is what we're looking at here now. The little trickle coming in from the hill on the far right-hand side here of the elven flank. And pretty much every single one of them dies to archer fire. None of them really get to the front line at all. It's kind of sad at this point. Like, they should just have a morale system where they go, no, you know what? This is over. We're not going to push anymore. Thanks for coming, but no, we're going to call this one here. But my god, look though, they are actually making the archers pay over here. Whether it's going to be enough is a totally different question, because there is still heavy archer fire coming through. They are trying to chew their way through this first archer line over here on the far right flank, but I don't know. They've actually managed to clear up the archers finally. They took significant losses doing it. They started with 130,000. There's 31,000 of them left. So yeah, elven archers, ladies and gentlemen, not to be messed with and not to be trifled with. They are absolutely deadly machines of war. But our frontliners hold out absolutely remarkably on this side. Like I said, the archers, though, invaluable in this fight. They've caused so much hurt and pain here. I would actually even go as far to say that a good 80% of the kills were all archers. So what I think we'll do very quickly, while we wait for Operation Mop Up here, is very quickly hit a time lapse. There's only 18,000 of them left, so I don't think they're going to achieve much. So we'll be back in a second. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the last of their kind. Running down the hill, there's two of them, one of them, there's one left, and there it is. Elf, spearmen, and archers won the day. Although, ultimately, let's not beat around the bush, it was the archers. They absolutely devastated everything here. But we are going to call this one here, ladies and gentlemen, as always. I do hope you had a blast. I know I did. Please do comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. A massive shout out to all our channel members. And as a little thank you, your extra content is now available. So members, go and check that out. And if you're after some handy dandy artwork, go ahead and check out our merch store. Links in the description below. With all that being said though, as always, until next time, peace.